Texas won't let me in. I ain't gonna be here long. Right after it, I'm going. I ain't gonna be here long, Lord. I ain't gonna be here long. But my heart it sure ain't pumping like it used to do. Lord knows I bump a leg and it turns black and blue. Yes, it does. Now they say that it's unhealthy the way that I live. My liver's gone, my lungs are shot, and my heart's about to give. But I ain't gonna let that bother me, no. So I'm drinking, smoking, gun talk rebel son. I ain't gonna let that bother me, none, oh Lord. So I'm drinking, smoking, gun talk rebel son. I ain't gonna be here long. Not after it, I'm going. I ain't gonna be here long, oh Lord. I ain't gonna be here long. Ain't gonna be here long. No, not after it, I'm going. I ain't gonna be here long, oh Lord. So I'm drinking, smoking, gun talk rebel son. Welcome everybody to Fren Report Live number 11. With me tonight, I have Johnny Ketamine
Hi.
and Air Raid Siren.
Howdy, folks.
Yep, and Jamie's gonna join us later. If anybody else wants to pop on, let me know, and I'll shoot you the Zoom link. But yeah, been a kind of slow day compared to the past few days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a special someone in the chat, so I got baguettes up there for him. But yeah, it totally seems like the whole well, there was the bullshit where Trump had said something about the only reason Biden won is because of massive voter fraud and blah blah, and somehow CNN and those fucking retards picked up that ball and tried to act like he conceded. So
Yeah.
right.
We were just talking about this. Anything he says is going to be used as a weapon. It doesn't matter. If he went out and said, feeling good today, they'd be like, oh, he's probably about to die. Oh, like it's going to be twisted or changed.
It was a racist dog signal.
Yeah. He's dog whistling again. Dog whistling again.
And I think they had planned on their last night being a bigger thing, because they tried that shit with the stabbings. There was the one dude, because they said there was 3 stabbings.
Yeah.
All I saw the one black girl with a BLM chick with a knife that got knocked out.
Yeah, I saw a picture of somebody's bleeding ear.
Yeah, there was the scratch on the ear, and then there was a guy who had his Kevlar armor on, or whatever.
Yeah.
And he said they stabbed him, but his armor saved him. But there was no hole in the armor, so that didn't go very far either. And we all know Antifa are pussies. They're not going to actually, put themselves out there like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once again, I mentioned this before we came on, but when they don't have the support of the police on the street, then they're not effective at all, right? They need that.
Yeah, that was the other thing, because they didn't have the police just stayed out of it for the most part. I think I saw them arresting some BLM. I don't think they arrested a single
Trump supporter, you know.
There was I think I talked about this last night. I don't know. I saw a video where some Antifa guy was getting into a scuffle with a dude, and the police pulled the American off him because he was winning. But then the Antifa guy goes like 10 steps, and there's 3 guys just like right on top of him, right?
Yeah.
Where normally they're gonna run back in behind the police line, and they can't.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that because the police weren't creating a safe space for them.
Well, they're totally used to being the crowd, and when they were outnumbered and outgunned and everything else, they weren't gonna do shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of the ironic thing that they're always kind of crying. We're the revolutionaries, and we're trying to take down the system. And it's like, dude, you're part of the system. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like,
Exactly. Like, what are you fuck? Well, yes, we know they are retarded, so that's not even.
Yeah, exactly right. Half of them are fucking all coked up and on meth or whatever.
Right? Why is chat box not showing up? Let me see. Chat's not. I don't know. Streamlabs is acting funny tonight. Oh, maybe the chat won't show up tonight. But that's fine. No big
Charging
deal.
my tablet so I could read the chat.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Usually the YouTube chat shows on the screen, so I don't have to switch back and forth.
Yeah.
But tonight, it seems like that's not happening. And I'm pretty sure my D-Live stream key didn't change, but I had to I started it and it was working on YouTube, but not on D-Live, so I had to re-input my stream key, and seems like it does that about once a week.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mess around with any of this stuff. I have no idea how it works, to be honest. I'm just in awe of you guys always pulling these things together and figuring this shit out. I'm not saying I can't figure it out, I just don't, right? Like, it's... just don't play around with it too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, I just gotta stop being such a little bitch about it and learn how to do this stuff.
It's not too hard. I can teach you.
Oh, always riding on other people's coattails. That's my life philosophy, right?
Yeah.
Why should I do the hard work when you guys can?
Well, and this is the Fren report, so it's not just about me. It's about the friends in general. So, it's not the Walrus show. I used to do the Walrus show. That was a little bit. That was a pretty similar feel, but I would more stuck to topics and shit instead of just whatever's
just
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, like going back to the kind of the quiet day thing. Like my timeline on Twitter's like just little convos and cat pics and stuff. Nothing big going on, or at least if it is going on, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so nothing. I mean, it's Sunday, so news is always slow on Sunday.
Yeah. But once again, with the shit going on last night, there was no big story seems to have come out of it. I don't see the big screaming from the left even. I don't see, there were a few of the, them be Nazis, yo. But other than that.
Yeah, and there wasn't even much of that. Usually there's a lot more going on. It kind of seems like the tide has turned, in the left is starting to come to grips that Biden didn't really win. They haven't quite come out and admit it, but
I think I was kind of dubious about the effect of this, but I think the Trump trains and the little peaceful gatherings, I shouldn't say little, the fairly large peaceful gatherings have put a bit of a taste of reality for the left, because they're going, oh shit, these people are actually getting together.
Yeah.
They're actually coming out into the streets, and they're putting on, they're putting on a good show. they're not acting like idiots.
And actually, I said that, but here looking
Yeah.
over at Zero Hit, well, actually, I looked on 4chan, and at the top of the page was somebody had posted a Zero Hedge link. But apparently, Sidney Powell today said in an interview that there's still more evidence coming out in President Donald Trump's claims of voter fraud and irregularities. We're getting ready to overturn election results in multiple states, Powell said, saying that she has enough evidence of election fraud to launch a widespread criminal investigation. She doesn't make comments without having the evidence to back it up, and saying that election software switched millions of votes from Trump to Democratic nominee Joe Biden. So,
Holy.
Yeah.
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 You know, like I said, even the left, they're starting to like realize it's not in the bag as much as they thought it was, you know?
Yeah.
And a lot of them really put their ass out there fucking when it happened, you know? Oh, we're going to put you on lists and all this shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit, like, got quiet really fast. I think there was a little bit of a, somebody must have gotten a reality check and said, oh, wait, maybe we shouldn't be doing this yet.
Right.
Because that was popping up all over the place and
Yeah.
retweeted, and people kind of doing the same thing. All of a sudden, fucking boom, shut down.
Yeah.
I think the people going. I think you said you did this too. People responding with, "That's okay. We're making lists of all the people we're making lists."
Yep. That was me. I was like, I'm making a list of all these motherfuckers who are making a list.
Yeah, and ooh, yeah, because they're LARPing, right? Like, they know they're LARPing, and like, what if these guys aren't?
They're like, wait, these are the guys we make fun of for being fucking the guys that fucking always have guns and da. Maybe they're not LARPing.
Yeah, exactly, right. And the thing is, once again, you sit back and you go, despite the way the media is pushing it, we aren't doing the terrorisms. You know, we're not acting out, and they don't know like how we're going to react. And when they kind of go, shit, they're not going to do anything unless we push them into it.
Yeah.
Right. And then the individuals, like the mass mentality is, oh yeah, well, we'll just keep pushing and picking at them, and eventually they're going to do something, and then we're going to get them, right? But somebody has to be the face out there doing it. And when these, you know, kind of soy boys and feminist studies women are the ones sticking their neck out, and they get noticed, and, you know, they think they have the protection of, oh, we're an amorphous blob. You can't hit us. The left is not like Antifa. We're not a group. We're an idea.
Well, they try that shit.
But ideas, you know, are nothing unless there's a person and doing it, and there's people doing it. And you know what? We can find out who you are just as easily as you can find out who we are.
Yeah, this whole bullshit trying to hide behind, oh, it's just an idea. Da. Well, guess what? You know.
Yeah.
Well, and because remember, it was just a few days ago. They had the whole. It was like last week sometime. They had put out the free Wi-Fi at all the fucking. So all the Antifa, all that. I was trying to say Antifa-tards, but that didn't work out too well. But
Anti-parts.
Yeah. Antifags.
There you go. Yeah, that works.
They all connected to the free Wi-Fi and shit. So they got all the communication, all their fucking WhatsApps and blah 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 through using the free Wi-Fi hotspot, and somebody had mapped it out, and they posted it to Twitter. They took it down. Twitter took it down real fucking fast. I tried to scrub it from the net 'cause I haven't been able to find it very easy, but the important people have it.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing is they keep thinking that like we can be doxxed and we can have our lives ruined, and that's true, and we got to be careful.
Yeah.
But for now, they can put their necks out and you know have their faces and their names out there. But like I was saying, if they push us to the point, you're gonna have a lot of people with nothing left to lose, and that's dangerous, very, very dangerous.
It is indeed.
Not meaning to get into Fed posting territory, but I can tell you that, you know, if I lost my job and my house and access to my kids, and I had no future, and my country was going rapidly down the shithole like it is, who knows what a fellow like me would do, right? Like the thing that keeps us in line is the fact that we're responsible, law-abiding citizens. But if we don't have a law to abide by,
right? Yeah, that's the thing. That's like, I guess the left doesn't quite get that about the right. Is that like, no matter what they say, like, the right is about fucking order and fucking things being
peace.
As it should be.
We're about peace and neighborly living and happiness and calmness, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny because like you look at our ancestors, and you know, you guys know a lot more about your side about this, but the Canadians were the same way. Our ancestors went out and forged nations in the wilderness. Gun-toting, tobacco-chewing, you know.
Well, I just saw that it's Mazzy's birthday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Mazzy.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Mazzy. I don't know if he's listening. He'll probably catch it on the replay or something.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mazzy.
But, you know, we kind of have this, you know, this idea of the wild, wild west and these crazy motherfuckers. And what did they do? They got their plot of land and they started farming or whatever. And then you go, oh, well, look, they're peaceful and they're, you know, they're not going to do anything. And you go, well, dude, like the same guy 10 years ago was robbing stagecoaches and murdering people. So don't fuck with them.
Right. Because, yeah, that's the thing is, like, you know, we actually care about this country. We don't want to see it fall apart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're not going to tear it apart easily. We built it. That's, you know, that's our thing. You know what I mean? So, like, we're going to try to do it the right way. But if they don't give us an option, then, you know...
Well, that's it. We won't do it unless there's no option.
Right? They're like, oh, why isn't the right doing anything? I'm like, because we don't want to tear our fucking country apart.
Yeah, we're not,
you know,
fucking retards.
We're not going to do your job for you. You know.
And it's also funny when they talk about the what are you going to do with your one gun against the government or against the establishment and blah blah blah. And it's like, think of how many of these boys. There's quite a few in Canada too, because we had long deployments in Afghanistan recently, well, even up to now. And you guys with the Gulf War, the Iraq War, Afghanistan, and all these smaller engagements, and all these people, you know, they leave the military. What do they? You think they just get fat, eat corn chips, and watch soap operas all day? Right, like they're not acting. I mean, obviously there's the guys who've had end up with problems because of what they see and what they've done, the PTSD and all that shit. But I mean, the majority are sitting back and trying to live their lives.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean they're not dangerous people. It just means they're not doing it now.
They want to just go to work and be able to feed their families and be left the fuck alone. Honestly, like. Probably a good 90% of the people I know on the right wing, they really just wanted to be left the fuck alone. You know?
Well, that's it. Anybody sensibly, this is always it's like I just wanted to grill. I just wanted to grill, man.
Yeah, that's where that meme comes from. I just want to fucking grill, for God's sake.
I just wanted to work on my hot rods and play my music and go to work every day. Right? I didn't want to be in a existential battle.
Well,
for
see,
the-
here's the thing about the. Yeah. Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing. A weird thing is that you'll notice in like a lot of the communist countries, like whether it's Russia or China especially, military service is mandatory, but you only have to do 2 years.
Yeah.
So every male's been in the military, right? But I guarantee you, a lot of them only did 2 years and got out.
Yeah.
So they only had 2 years to train and then they left. But you look at everyone now. There's no draft, so everyone in the military is there because they want to be, and they don't just do 2 years. They do 4, 6, 12, 20 even.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah.
You get between 6 to 20 years of refining your skills and learning how to do it. So now everyone in our military, everyone in the Canadian military, I'm assuming too, they weren't there. They didn't just fuck around and then leave. They had all that time to train.
Yep.
So now you're not only dealing with people who could fight back. These are people who are fucking experts at fighting.
Why do I have
And
a
that's why they're making a mistake by doing this, because China and Russia, they know they're. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, keep going.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just gonna say I had a
Okay, well, I was
childhood.
gonna say, because like,
No, finish.
okay, hold on, guys, I'll be right back. My
Okay.
fucking
Kitchen
my
gave me a
connection.
diamond to read your chat.
Well, no, my connection's fucked up, so I'm speaking over you.
Oh, okay.
So he was talking about AOC really wants to punish, but AOC was like even talking about she's gonna quit politics because of fucking all the Dems are against her too and shit. So that was a weight pill from last week.
Yeah, what's she gonna? Well, she'll get onto some boards and stuff and make a couple $300,000-$400,000 a year and be living off the system like a friggin' leech.
Okay.
But which is crazy considering that she was just some friggin' waitress who got picked up and then used as a figurehead. But she actually had any.
I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's really slow. I can see that it doesn't say I'm even talking for quite some time.
Oh, are you hearing me?
Delay.
Are you hearing me on time?
I can hear. I can hear you. It's just it's delayed for me. I think. I don't know if it's delayed for anyone else.
Oh, if you're watching the chat, that comes with a delay. If you're watching it on DLive,
yeah,
that comes with a delay. So it'll show in Zoom when you're talking. It says your name. But it'll take a few minutes, so what you're seeing is what they're hearing at that moment.
No, what I mean is on Zoom, like I'm on the thing where it says like safe driving mode, and you push the button to talk. Like right now, it's taking like I guess like 4 seconds for you guys to hear what I'm saying like right now.
Oh, you're getting that delay thing again.
Yeah, and it's pissing me off because that's what's causing me to fucking talk over everybody, is because I think I'm talking. It's like taking a fucking year.
Yeah. But yeah,
right.
over here in YouTube, they're talking about basically the same thing we were, where the government's not going to destroy their own infrastructure to quell an uprising.
Yeah.
And the right's not going to either, because, like I said, we pretty much are the infrastructure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
and that's funny that there's been this big push to replace us, and it's like right out in the open, and they're telling us they're doing it, but the replacements can't do what we do, and I know they know it. I know a guy who is an electrical engineer, and he worked for a company that they did a analysis of the power infrastructure, and so they could tell what sections they'd have to shut off if they needed to do repairs or maintenance on. And he worked with a couple of East Indian guys, and he said they didn't know their ass from the hole in the ground. He had to redo their work like on a daily basis. And the owners of the company, the people managing the company, knew it. Right? So it ended up with one, white guy doing the work of 3 people. And they know that if all the white people are gone, the infrastructure is going to collapse. It's going to end up like India.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, Indians in the tech world are like Mexicans in construction, where they do really shitty work for cheap.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, I'm not saying that they won't continue to try to replace it. I'm just saying that they know that we can, we can still shut it down by if we had a general strike across Canada or the United States or Germany or Sweden or wherever, things will just stop working. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter how many of them people you bring in, it just won't work anymore.
Like, I think the rumors of a trucker strike, though, Johnny said he hasn't really heard much about it.
Yeah.
And trucker friends have the same thing. So the truckers I know haven't said anything about a trucker strike. But it's all in the news. But I think that scares the shit out of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they know, like...
Yeah.
And like I said...
I don't make enough money to do that shit. I don't make enough money.
Right.
No, but like I was saying, if they said, okay, fine, you guys fucking strike and we'll just replace you, they know what a complete transportation infrastructure with only Pakistanis would look like. Can you imagine what the trucks the trucks that are on the road would look like in a year if they only had Pakistani mechanics?
They already got mostly Mexican truck drivers.
I know, and look at the problems we're running into already, right?
Yeah, and they don't know how to fucking drive. They don't know how to fucking drive.
Here, I
drove from fucking Arkansas to Tennessee today, and it's just, god damn it. They don't know how to go the fucking speed limit. Like, go the fucking speed limit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta dip out for a second, guys. I'm gonna mute myself, and I'll come back on as soon as I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. Light. What is his name? Light Blight. Swift. See, the funny thing about Swift is, I work for a company that's a small company out of Tucson, but we're contracted with Swift, so we haul their trailers. But we have our own training, and it's better because usually with a smaller company you can get more you can get instructors that care a little more because they're not trying to hire a mass number of people. They're only trying to hire just however many they need, whatever handful of drivers they need. But with Swift, I'd say a lot of the stuff you hear about them is stuff that happened a while ago. Swift drivers now aren't as bad as they used to be. They've kind of developed a bit of a stigma. A lot of them are still kind of shitty, but to be honest with the Swift drivers, I haven't seen as many Pakis or Indians or Mexicans as I have this like elderly white dudes. So like guys have been doing this for like 30 years as like an owner operator, and now being like a full owner operator where you have to like literally like go on an auction just to get a load to pick up and make money. A lot of those guys just quit it, sell their truck, and just join and just like drive for Swift now. So, but yeah, it's not really Swift. If you want to talk about like, yeah, I really don't know which company's probably more notorious for like hiring minorities now. And that's to say all minorities don't know how to drive. Like, some of them do, but the majority of them really don't.
Yeah, and like Light Blight was talking about with the IT. They're saying they outsourced most of their IT. Now everyone left is put in charge of a group of 3 to 5 incompetent contractors trying to accomplish what he used to by himself. That's exactly like I said. It's pretty much the same. I worked in IT. I worked construction, and I went to college. Worked IT, and for a while there, actually, it was like impossible to find an IT job because of all the H-1Bs that paid for shit. Where I actually went back to construction for a while because it was paid better. But
yeah. And to touch back on the Swift, one thing you're never going to see is I have never seen a single fucking Asian truck driver. And I think it's because they're willing to hire as cheap of labor as they can, but they realize the labor they get out of a Chinese person driving a truck is not enough to cover the amount of fucking damage they're going to cause being an Asian driver behind the wheel of a truck.
Yeah.
Asians can't drive, And there's no amount of money you could give to a trucking company to make them start hiring Asians. They would just kill too many fucking people on the road.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Never trust a driver that you can blindfold with dental floss.
It's funny in my industry. I'm a mechanic. Where I am, the mechanics are probably, people in my field are probably still 80 to 90% white men. But in the Toronto area, it's a different demographic, right? We've been just completely replaced there. But I've talked to guys who manage and work in dealerships and garages there, and they don't put any effort into training or keeping their staff because they're so terrible. The quality is such shit.
Yeah.
Right. Like I get these reports on. I got to watch how I say this, just so I don't say the wrong thing and get information out there that I don't want out there. But I get reports through the greater company about what problems they're having, and because they're sending stuff out to the mechanics, going, okay, you guys got to do this way and do this that way, and they put stuff out that a first-year apprentice shouldn't be effing up.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's idiotic how could anybody screw that up in that manner? It is mind blowing. And then, I go talk to guys in once again the GTA, and they're like, oh yeah, these guys are licensed mechanics who couldn't, they can't put wheels on properly. Wheels are always falling off, and they put on an engine part and it pisses out oil 5 minutes later, and they just don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Right.
And they don't stay in a job longer than a couple of months, and then they just go to the next place and go to the next place.
Yeah. And that's like, if you've ever
I'm gonna
seen
leave the call really quick so I can put my profile picture on here. So I will be back shortly.
Okay. But yeah, like in the IT sector with all the street shitters there, like if you've ever this is why like YouTube and fucking especially Twitter, because they got the multi-ethnic female fucking dev team, you know what I mean? And nothing fucking works for shit. You know what I mean? Like what was that about a year and a half ago where they put the new interface or whatever that sucks ass? Everybody hated it, and they were all proud of it, and then everything's wonky as fuck because of it,
A guy I work with just brought up the other day that bridge, the all-woman designed bridge.
Yeah.
Where was that down? It was in Florida or something. That collapsed. We're so proud of this. Look what we did. Boom. Oh. The patriarchy made that fall down.
Collapse that bridge like they're gonna collapse the patriarchy, right?
Yeah. And at no point do they stop and go, maybe we're the problem.
Maybe you shouldn't hire engineers based on them being a woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I'll put it this way. My genitalia doesn't make me a good or a bad mechanic, but, all the other the genetic traits that make me a man might make me a better one.
Right.
So, but I mean, like, it's not a clear cut, don't hire them because they're a woman. But if you do the opposite, you hire them because they're one with no thought about what their actual qualities or capabilities are. You're just asking for trouble, and they keep doing it, and they don't care. Because it's not about, it's like the here's our new ad for hamburgers. Or no, here's our new ad. What do you think? How's that going to help us sell hamburgers? Hamburgers? Right? Like we got a whole new female workforce, and this is going to be great. Well, how's that going to help us build bridges? Build bridges? That's not what it's about. It's just about destroying. It's actually about destroying the industry. Right?
Exactly. Well, I don't even think they put that much thought into it, honestly.
No, not the human resources hag who's hiring and actually doing that, but it's the people who organized it in the first place, right? This is always the You talk to somebody about this kind of stuff, they go, "Well, Joe down at the such and such isn't some, in part of some big conspiracy." And I'm like, "Oh, of course not. They don't know their ass from a hole grab. They're put in that position because they're a useful tool."
Yeah. And Eschaton vibes here, and D-Li was talking about he was saying the Punjabs are buying up all the hotels, more the motels than the hotels, but yeah. And obviously the gas stations, but they've been doing that since probably the 80s.
Yeah,
but the reason for that is, and it's the Middle Eastern and Indians. The reason for that is they get all this fucking, when they come to America, when they come in, the government helps them start a business, so that's why they always start all the fucking corner stores and the fucking gas stations and the fucking hotels.
They also
and
use
shit.
them. They also use them. And they pick businesses that don't take any skill or talent, right? It's not like they're coming in, they're starting up precision machine shops, because they can't do that. But I mean, any monkey can run a till at a gas station. Well, barely. They can sort of do it. But there's a gas station around here that had a revolving door of Punjabis working at every week there was, 2 new people working there. One of the things that they do is they buy these, they build these, buy them or build new ones, corner stores and gas stations and hotels and this and that. And they use them to bring in more of their people, right? Because, I have a job for you. So I can bring in 10 people, pay them $5 an hour. They owe me for bringing them into the country. They don't speak the language properly. Like, you can't tell me that.
Well, they'll bring in like half their family because their whole extended families. Because then they can all work at my fucking.
They bring in their whole villages, dude.
Yeah, because they can work at my. Well, because they're all fucking related and through.
Yeah, but they're also beholden to the kind of the clan leader, right?
Yeah.
That's why they get what we would consider horrible working conditions. They don't care and they don't say anything about it because that's the same thing they did back in their home country.
Yeah.
You're not going to come here and then say bad stuff about the clan leader.
Right.
Right. But there's no way you could tell me that gas station was putting up wanted ads every week. And every time they hired somebody, the only person that they could find to do the job was somebody who couldn't speak English. Like, clearly it's, they're doing that purposefully.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And like 10, 15 years ago, I guess longer now, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you started seeing some people coming in and some staff getting replaced by foreigners, but it wasn't that much. And then I started seeing the businesses were being bought up, but they were keeping the white staff to start with.
Yeah. Yeah, that was happening. And it's still, like, some small towns and shit, you'll still find them where they're, mainly white people and shit,
But when when they get to the point, they go, "Oh, these peasants here aren't like my peasants. They're harder to control." They actually complain about bad working conditions. And they won't stay if I pay them minimum wage and treat them like shit.
Right.
Then they just replace it. They just bring their friends over.
Then they won't give a shit about their job and we'll leave and go find another job.
All right, I think I set it up. All right, here we go.
Yep. Looks like you did.
Yep.
Oh, how do Indians use toilet paper? I got to hear more about this. This is hilarious.
Yeah, that's the time. Tell us how Indians use toilet paper. I didn't realize they did.
I knew somebody who worked in the medical laboratory industry around here so they were bringing in replacing a lot of their staff with Orientals, Chinese, and she'd go into the washroom and they wouldn't sit on the toilet, they squat on it, like they stand on it.
Fucking animals.
And then they piss and shit all over the place and don't clean it up.
Fucking animals,
Jesus.
dude.
Because like I guess no, I could be wrong here. This is not me From what I've seen and what I've heard, they don't have toilets the same way we do. They have just like a hole in the ground.
Yeah,
So they just squat over it, right? And they come here and like, oh, what the heck is this? This is a weird hole in the ground. How am I going to balance on this fucking thing? They never stop and go, wait a minute. Oh, this is a different invention. That might be actually a better way of doing it. It's like, fuck it, I'll just piss all over the place. I'll just piss all over it. Fuck it. But anyway, she said it was absolutely disgusting. And she ended up quitting because it was getting so gross. Also, she also said that most of the staff were fairly incompetent anyway. So, and imagine sitting there. You know, once again, this is I haven't had to experience this through my industry yet, thankfully. But imagine sitting there being the only competent person at work, watching, you know, incompetent animals get promoted because of diversity. You know. Yeah. And so they're going like, well, we have to keep you down at the bottom because you're the only person who can hold that shit together while we give these people a raise. Like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, that's fucking retarded.
Here we go. Okay, I almost fucking doxed myself. I was talking and like my fucking real name showed up. I was like, oh shit!
Uh-oh. All right, yeah, I'm gonna check out for a few more minutes. I'll be back. Like I said, I got my fam and dinner on, so I'll check back in a few minutes, guys.
All right.
Okay.
We'll be here. I was looking for the. Yeah, have you seen the meme of like? I think it's Pepe actually. Like, they have the one where he's sitting on the toilet. It's like wrong, and it's like this is correct. Where he's like squatting over the hole.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it quickly.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. But yeah, so like, but it does seem like they. Okay, so Eshton answered our question here. They wrap it around their finger and then wipe their finger and pull the tip off their finger. TP off their finger to get the poop off. Oh.
Wait,
sometimes you just stick the finger through the middle of the
They use the toilet paper to wipe their... Really? Oh my god.
Oh, my dad used to joke about that. You're like, you know how you wipe your ass with one square of toilet paper? And like, you fold it up and tear off the corner of the fold, and then you can stick your finger through your hair, and then you can just... and you take that little piece so you can clean it out of your fingernail.
Fucking funny. It's always the worst, isn't it, when you're wiping and your fucking finger puffs through? God damn it.
Right.
That's a day ruiner right there. That's just a fucking day ruiner.
It is. But I noticed, like, since the election shit's, like... I don't know. It's like they kind of have resigned themselves that they're... I think there was something to that Skydle thing with the servers and shit that they tried to say there wasn't. But, it's starting to look like there was. Yeah. I don't know. Because they definitely got some shit going there. So I noticed, like, the news, like, they're just bringing the coof back now.
No, don't go out and protest the election results. You're gonna get COVID. Only black people can protest, or else the virus.
You'll get the woo flu.
Yeah, I don't know how there's so many fucking dumb people in our country that are like, black people can protest. That's okay. That slows the spread. But white people, oh no.
Oh hell
really?
No.
Like, are you shitting me? How do you not see it?
Oh, Mark Gaming Chat just donated an ice cream. Thanks for that, Mark.
Thank you.
Howdy, Jamie. You gonna jump in, Jamie, or you sitting this one out? But yeah, like Fauci today, it said something about like canceling Christmas.
Oh yeah, what a motherfucker.
Right.
What a motherfucker. He can't... Oh, my God. That pisses me off. Like, this is like... Remember how liberals are always like, no, we don't want to cancel Christmas. We just want to say happy holidays to be more inclusive. Everyone's just like, no, your ultimate goal is to outlaw Christmas. And look at what they're fucking doing. Yep. Every conspiracy theory people came up with for like the last fucking 30 years is finally fucking coming true now. They are going to try to get rid of Christmas. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, they already jewed it down into, like, pure materialism. Because,
Yeah.
oh, you ever seen that? Like, who wrote your favorite Christmas songs? And, like, almost all the big Christmas songs are all written by Jews. Like...
Well, like, how far are we going back? Like, are we going back, like, all the way to, like, the 40s and 50s? Or are we talking just,
well,
like,
that's
70s,
when it happened.
80s, 90s?
That's when most of these were written, was the 40s and 50s.
Oh, so even, like, the classic ones, like, the real Christmas songs are all fucking written by the funny
Well,
hat
if you
wearers.
think about it, like, because they used to be, like, hymns, because they were, you know, it was a religious holiday, and it was actually celebrating the birth of Christ. And so... And about the 40s and 50s when they started writing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Rudolph the Big-Nosed Reindeer.
right, and you know, like if you listen to like I'll Be Home for Christmas, right? They don't actually mention Jesus at all. It's all about the presents and the fucking food and all that shit. You know what I mean? And or they'll talk about Santa Claus going to come give you presents and all this bullshit. And, you know, it's a very Jewish understanding of Christmas, you know what I mean? And turned it into the really materialized holiday that we probably all grew up with and shit, you know?
I mean, okay. I like, you know, walking into the mall during Christmas time and hearing the music and walking by and they got that fucking artificial like pumpkin spice smell everywhere. It's nice. I like it. I enjoy it. That's one of the many things I fucking enjoy about Christmas. You know, it's like we're not gonna get that this year. Like, come on, can you at least let us just have the fucking holiday to begin with?
Nope, you can order presents on Amazon and have them delivered.
Yeah. I don't fucking get it, man. It's fucking stupid. It's like we can't have anything with these people. Like, well, like God, it fucking frustrates me how stupid people could be to ignore this for 40 fucking years. Our country's been getting subverted, and like with us, like, because like I know like 50, 60 years ago, like we wouldn't let this shit happen. Like as soon as anyone tried doing this shit, we just fucking beat the shit out of them, throw them out, laugh in their face. But now it's just been like past like 40 some odd years, ever since like 11/22/63 when Kennedy got killed. It's when all this shit started, and ever since then, I don't know how people could be so fucking stupid to let this fucking happen.
Yeah, because I mean that's just what they do, I guess. Like fucking morons. Like, well, it's the boomers, because you got to think about it. That's what I was. Remember the other day I was talking about how they put in the. They started with the generation divide that didn't used to be there. You know? That really started with the boomers, between them and their
Jamie's
parents.
Here.
Hey,
What up?
Jamie. Hey, pull that up, Jamie.
Hold on a second. I gotta mute. There we go. All right.
Jamie bitch is here, everybody. Jamie the
Goddamn
bitch.
right. I heard you guys talk about my
Fucking
favorite
bitch.
Christmas song, Shlomo the Hook-Nosed Rabbi. Ironically written by a goy, but yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, okay, can I ask a question?
What's up?
Is it okay, even like you know how like I enjoy Independence Day, even though that's like the biggest piece of globalist propaganda? Is it okay to enjoy those things, even though they're created by the people who want to, you know, destroy our culture? Is it like okay to still be like, I still like it, you know, I still like these Christmas songs,
Yes
even though they
and
were
no.
written by the Jews?
Yeah, and I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with the Christmas
I mean, if you're aware
songs
of their, like-
themselves.
Yeah, I'm
intent.
aware of a lot of the shit. It's just
Yeah.
I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like it still gets me in a good mood for the season, even though.
And it's
That's
not
really
they
what
put
they don't
anything
want.
bad into the songs, it's what they omit. Which is any
Yeah.
mention of the meaning of the fucking holiday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No mention of Jesus at all. Or Mary.
Well, was
or
Silent
nativity at
Night
all,
one of those
you know?
songs? Silent Night's very clearly about, you know, the night Jesus, our Lord and Savior, was born.
Well, that's a really old hymn, actually.
Yeah, I know, but
That's one of the few that actually made it into our repertoire from
Yeah,
There's
same
the
with
one
that
Harry Angel
what
sings.
child is this? Is that that's a Christmas song, right? It's like a one about Jesus, but that's like a hymn. So
Yeah.
No,
yeah, I
Like
think
Hark
you're
the
right.
Herald Angels Sing is another one. That's an
yeah,
old
but
hymn.
like the recordings you hear on the fucking radio were recorded back in like the fucking 40s. You know, so like
Yeah, the 50s
as
or
far as we know,
60s.
so the ones we still hear, yeah. So like the ones we still hear, like some of them, literally the actual recordings that we all know and appreciate, weren't the ones written or sung. Like if fucking like the George Michael song, clearly a fucking homosexual singing a Christmas song. That's like the biggest piece of Jewish propaganda ever. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah.
biggest flaming homos on the planet singing a song about the birth of a man who literally says it's a sin to do what you do. The big noses were involved in that shit. Come on.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll be honest, man. Last Christmas, that's a catchy fucking song.
That's a great fucking, I can't
It is
hear.
a
I can't
catchy
listen to
song.
it. That's such a bad fucking song. I hate it. God, it's so gay.
I mean, it is pretty gay. Yeah, he's talking about like banging a dude.
Right.
Yeah, he is. Like, really? What is it with gay people? It's the festivity. Gay people love like the fucking interior design shit. Like, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's the holiday season. I have to go get some mistletoe and some fucking streamers and some."
They love
some
pageantry,
red.
bro.
Oh,
I don't
That
even.
fucking
make it work.
pageantry.
you know,
It's not even
like,
necessarily that
goddamn,
they did it
shut
on.
up.
It's not even necessarily that they did it on purpose, because in the 40s and 50s, so they were just coming out with TV and stuff like that, right? So they
Yeah.
were trying to cater to their, because there's obviously Jews making it, but they were trying to
Yeah.
cater to their Christian audience. So they were making Christmas stuff, but it's just a very Jewish way of looking at the holiday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. The only thing I really looked forward to during Christmas was getting the fucking presents.
It worked.
Don't bullshit me. Don't bullshit me. You know, you were the same way too. I guarantee it.
When I was a little
I-
kid, yeah.
Yeah, kind of,
Yeah,
but like I also grew up pretty poor, so like when I was a teenager, I ended up kind of like hating Christmas because of like
Yeah.
how it was presented to me on TV and like I don't know, friends and stuff. The way, and it was just like not the same. And
Yeah,
I was
it was always
resentful
kind of a
for that.
disappointment,
Right, but
Yeah. No,
now when I think about it, I kind of hate myself for resenting it for not, you know what I mean? Like I felt like a piece of
Yeah.
shit for wanting gifts as opposed to like spending it with your family and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my grandma, she grew up during the Great Depression, right? And
Yeah.
she would always tell me about how different holidays, especially Christmas, was before like the advent of television.
Yeah.
Like she would tell me, she's like, "Oh, if we were lucky, we'd find an orange in our shoes."
It's like the most
What?
fucking like
Right, because
Europe,
they
like,
didn't
Eastern European fucking thing ever.
they
Yeah,
didn't
well,
use
she's
it as
from
like a way
Hungary,
to
so
they didn't
If
use
you're
it as a
lucky,
way
we
to
will put an orange in your shoe.
they didn't use it as a way to just purely market to you the whole fucking time,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But like, you know, as an adult now, like, if my parents, if I go to see my parents on Christmas, like, I'll be like, "Oh, sweet, you guys got me flannels, fucking like
Are those
pajama
socks?
pants, great, yes, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude."
Dude, I unironically fucking my grandma was still like she's still kicking. She's like 93.
That's actually
she-
usually my fucking Christmas
Still
list.
get me socks.
That's usually my
Yeah.
Christmas wish list is flannel shirts and flannel pajamas.
Yeah, dude. Now that I'm an adult and I care about my appearance to some degree, like for God's sake, I just blew $230 on a fucking felt hat. Like, I
Don't
get
forget
that
the
shit. And I'm
feather.
just like, great. The feather. I took the feather off because it's just something about that. I don't know. It's just like, is it gay to have a feather in your hat? It's just something about it makes me feel like it's got like red, white, and blue and the stars on it and everything. But it's like, I don't know. It's something about it seems a little gay, and I'm just
Bro.
gonna take it off just in case.
melt
look
the
into it
silver
later.
feather down and melt it
I
down and
doubt
like
it. So
turn it
was
into a bullet.
It was $65. I highly doubt it was
Yeah.
fucking silver.
Yeah.
Probably like sterling or something.
Well, it could be silver because it's probably what two ounces or something. So
Yeah, maybe.
Ounce
One
and a
other
half,
thing
2
I was gonna
ounces.
say though,
Chat, YouTube chat, because I don't have D Live open. I'll let Walrus check the D Live chat. I'll check the YouTube chat. Guys in the chat, is it gay to have a feather in your hat if it's a fucking Stetson?
I think I still got the picture so I can put it on screen too. Let me see.
Yeah, show everybody. 'Cause I'm not sure, and it wasn't sitting right, and like the little fucking the actual band around the hat like started lifting up, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know if it's glued in place, and I don't want to fuck with
Uh-oh.
it. This thing, like, it looks like it's well built, but like that felt band, like, I don't know, dude. It's just like the buckle and everything looks a little cheaper than it should be in terms of just like the buckle and the band, but the rest of the hat's like fucking solid.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking. You know, I don't know why people would bother buying a straw hat. That shit's just fucking stupid. Shit's not gonna last long.
Getting the
LARPers.
the picture in question on screen here. Hold on.
Nice.
But like something else I was gonna say about Christmas stuff is the modern image of Santa Claus that we have. That's because of Coca-Cola, right?
Probably
Yeah.
mostly. There you go. That's a pretty good shot of the feather in question. I don't think it looks gay.
What do you think, chat? Gay or nay?
Well, no, because you're saying yes. Wait, no, wait.
Princess Keck says.
Yay, or it's yay or gay? Like, is it yay? I should leave it on, or no? It's gay.
Princess
Don't
Keck
do it.
says she thinks it's a special occasion feather.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Really, it's not like a super difficult task to put it on, but you gotta like corkscrew it on because it's like a pigtail that like wraps around.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's not hard to do. It's just annoying to do. You know, to just take it on and off. It's just like, god damn it.
I would
Doesn't
probably
have
just
enough
leave it
color to be
on.
fabulous.
I don't think it's gay.
I don't know, man.
It shows your
I don't know,
fucking
man.
American pride, dude.
No, I know, but it's the fact that it's like a feather, you know, and it's just like, oh, feather in the hat. Yeah, I
That
don't know.
guy's got a feather.
I wish they put like on the front of these. You know what they need to do? You know those baseball caps that have like the Velcro on the front so you could put a patch? I want like a fucking. I don't know why they don't make like Stetsons that have like a Peterbilt patch on them or some shit, or like a big just American flag patch on it.
Well, because
know?
Stetsons don't put patches on their hats. Like you'd have to get.
No, I know.
There'd
but,
be
like,
some
why
cheaper
can't I
brand
get
that would
no,
do
I know,
that.
but like,
Maybe.
why can't I get a nice hat with a Peterbilt logo on it, or a Fren built logo? There we go.
I mean, you'd have to make it
Sounds
yourself.
like you're gonna have to learn how
Imagine.
to sew. Yeah.
But, going back to the feather, I can just see it. Some gay boy sees it, is like, ooh, he's got a feather in his cap. He's a real Yankee Doodle dandy.
God damn it! I would not punch. I don't think I'd ever punch anyone faster in my life if somebody fucking walked up to me and said that. I'd break their fucking nose. I'd break his nose. I would be more than happy to go to jail for assaulting a homosexual. You know, but like, goddamn.
Oh, I had to say it though. It came into my head. It
What?
just had to be said.
I thought he was gonna give me AIDS. He walked up to me with that fucking gay voice. I thought I was gonna catch the AIDS. I'm sorry. It startled me. I had no just a reaction. How did you know he was gay?
Just
I
look
didn't
it
say
up
I hit him.
and- Look it up and make sure that like a feather isn't some like esoteric homosexual like dog whistle, you know? And if not, then you're probably good.
Yeah.
Right?
You definitely can't wear bandanas anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Carrie Fren, who did a lot of the art that we're show on the show, made a video for Mazzy's birthday, so I think I want to play that for us real quick. Let me get that set up.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Happy birthday, Mazzy.
Thanks, mate. I'm gonna go throw some fucking birthday shrimps on the barbie. You will, did he? That's mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
The fuck are you
Mazzy. You know
talking
what?
about? He's not Australian,
Is he
dude.
Australian?
No, he's
Really?
Danish.
Danish?
He's
Oh,
Danish.
shit.
Like a cheese.
Oh God! I'm late-headed. I gotta stop. I can't laugh like that. Oh God! I was about to meet Jesus. I was about to meet Jesus right there, and I stopped myself from laughing too hard because I do not want to die yet.
Alright, let's see. So let's play this video here.
I can hear us in the background.
Oh yeah, sorry. Just listen.
I guess there's
I
no
laugh
sound
like a
to
fucking
it.
psychopath.
I guess there's no sound to the video. It's just the video, so that's cool. But
Yeah, I'm watching the D Live. It hasn't popped up yet.
yeah, give it a minute.
Oh, here we go.
A nice little igloo party. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a snowball fight. That's cool.
Right. Yeah, there's some more carry art for us there.
There's some very talented artists on our neck of Twitter.
Yeah, there really is. Lots of cool. And like me, I never really even did like digital art before and shit, but I always make all my own abbeys and shit. And I made a few others. Made one for made one for Frakes, and I made one for Dave. Made a few. And everybody says, hey, that's great. You know, Fren art is easy because it's not supposed to be perfect. So
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
But I couldn't do that. I could not stress enough just how bad at drawing I am. I couldn't even do this.
I don't
I
actually
literally
draw it. I
couldn't even
take
do
like a template and then change the colors and draw in stuff
Yeah, that's
on
what
top
I've-
of it and stuff, you know.
Is there like a frog
like putting
friend dress
elements
him up
together.
game or something I can do to make like a character or some shit? One of those like old Newgrounds dress him up games where you could just fucking dress up a Pepe character and just copy and paste it. I sound like such a fucking.
I mean,
Gen Z
probably,
fucking
dude. You can
millennial.
probably just like look around and find some like blank PNGs and just kind of cobble them together into something, you know?
Yeah.
A naked Marv with his dick out. Just gotta dress up the Marv.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Marv never just has his dick out. It's normally like wrapped around his waist like a
Yeah,
belt
I forgot
or
about that. That's
something.
great.
Well, I got some
It's
where
never just out.
I mean, sometimes it is though. They got all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Telling
All different
Mazzy.
kinds of Marv dicks.
Yeah.
I wish
Telling-
I could wrap my dick around my waist like a belt. That'd be cool.
It doesn't really sound pleasant.
No, it'd be
Yeah, that-
life would just suck, but for a different reason.
Yeah, you passed out every time you start to get hard.
I usually just
No,
tuck
you
mine into
just,
my
but like
socks.
you'd have like a dick. You could like where would you put it? Like God, life would just be a pain in the ass, just like trying to do anything without hurting your massive dick.
Right. That's why I tuck it into the socks.
Ouch.
It doesn't just,
God.
yeah.
Otherwise
Stack the
otherwise
knees
you're always
before.
stepping on it and shit, you know.
Know the
Fucking
feel.
horrible. So, dead air.
When I came in, you guys were talking about Christmas. Was that because of COVID, like shutting it down?
Yeah, fucking
yeah.
that Fauci
Because
fag
Fauci
is
talking about oh, they're gonna cancel Christmas and shit. We're like, fuck this.
So fucking gay, man. My state is headed for another fucking shutdown too. Like my boss was just telling me about it today or yesterday. Just like
state
to
would that
expect
be?
it. They're like, be ready. Hey, yo, man, you trying to dox me?
Okay, yeah, where they're gonna figure out who you are just by the name of the
Yes.
state you live in.
By the name of the state and the fake name I use online, they will find me.
I doubt it. I live
no,
in Arizona, and I've probably said that multiple
Wait,
times.
you mean
'cause-
Jamie Borch? Is it your real name?
bro. It's actually a trick. It is my real name, but I act like it's not undoxable.
As he says, as he admits to actually it being his real name.
Right.
Yeah, I will let everyone think that.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, they're gonna shut our shit down again. Honestly, like, won't be too upset about it as long as they keep those sweet government gibs flowing.
But they don't. They haven't been. That's the problem.
No, they won't.
They haven't
And I
been.
mean,
And it ain't
my state is
coming.
actually ending their benefits this week. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. And apparently there ain't nothing coming out for any time soon, you know what I mean? So like, oh yeah, you can't go to work, but I guess you just don't pay your bills because we're not going to be able to do anything until fucking January 20th.
It's got to be part of some like, it's got to be a part of that like great reset, that huge gay. You know what I mean? Like, there's, to me, I can't see. It's not like normal. It's not helping anybody. You know, it's not. There's no benefit to this shit, to the shutdowns and not paying people. So there's got to be some like, I don't know, some fucking reason for it that I'm assuming has to do with everything seems to be feeding into the Great Reset. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
that's
you
what
guys
it
see
is.
the tweet I fucking sent in the chat about Trudeau Trudeau basically admitting that the virus is a cover for the Great Reset.
Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't
in the
seen that.
GC.
I haven't seen. Maybe we should play that in a second.
Yeah,
it's a
definitely.
video.
You
Yeah.
want to.
But I saw something else that was earlier today. It was Klaus Schwab talking about, the fucking mouthpiece for the fucking Great Reset. Talking about that, there's gonna be fucking, what was it? A cyber pandemic that's gonna be worse than the virus and blah 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 blah. Well, it doesn't have to do much to be worse than the virus. But
I'm sorry. What?
yeah, like all the critical infrastructure getting cyber attacked and all this shit. He was talking about that today, and we'll have to stay locked down for that too, and blah blah blah. Great reset.
Oh,
da,
what?
da, da, da.
We're gonna
Yep.
stay locked in our homes because of a computer virus.
Well, if all the critical infrastructure go, they could take out the fucking electrical grid, all communications, everything.
You mean they can themselves shut down the grid and pretend
Yes.
like it's somebody hacking us?
Exactly.
course.
Yes. That's the plan. The stupid Goyim won't know what hit him,
Right.
Mhm.
bro. That's fucking insane. I did not hear that. Who is Schwab?
He's the
From the World
mouthpiece
Economic-
for the World Economic Forum.
Okay, yeah. I think I know who that is. The dude who dresses like he's from the future.
He talks like a fucking bad comic book villain. I mean, well,
Yes,
that's pretty much the whole World Economic Forum. But
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Bro, those are some nice baguettes right there on screen right now.
Right?
I know, right?
The white-ish ones, very attractive.
Right? We
Yeah,
got some...
dude. It's like the white ones are better.
Of course.
I mean, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I prefer the white ones.
They don't want any dark baguettes. Seriously, bro. The white baguettes are by far.
I mean, dude, have you
superior.
ever had a wheat baguette? Not good.
Definitely don't want a pumpernickel, that's for sure.
Bro, what's wrong with pumpernickel bread?
It's black. Oh.
Oh, Lordy.
Let's see. Oh, they were having quite some conversation over here on YouTube. I can't say that out loud, Jamie. Oh.
That's why I typed it. Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, my fucking.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
See, Chelsea Clinton was saying, there are Trump supporters outside my parents' house shouting through megaphones, lock her up. And I just keep thinking, I hope they're wearing masks and someday get over 2016. What the fuck? They're the ones that need to get over 2016, huh?
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, that's fucking
How will we
base.
ever recover?
Don't want no pupper redacted bread.
Pumper redacted bread.
That's fucking hilarious, though, that there's people outside of her house, or her parents' house, chanting "lock her up."
Right?
She should have just said "dead meme." That's all. Chelsea Clinton should have just said "dead meme," and then.
Well, it got revived
But they just don't know how to
recently,
do it.
I think, is the key.
Mm.
But,
It's like that meme with Robert Downey Jr. There are federal agents outside my house.
Old meme, but it checks out.
I know it's an old meme. God damn it! It's just funny, but it's like, what is this? There's feds outside my house. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
I don't think I've ever had any German bread. What's a kind of German bread
Pumpernickel.
in the chat there? Sorry, go ahead.
Pumpernickel.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Just
Why YouTube?
nickel.
He said it.
He said
the
nickel.
bad word.
I said pumpernickel.
Yeah,
said-
with
he
a
said
C
the other
and
word.
a K.
At
With a
first he
C
said the right
and
one, then he
a
said
K.
the other one.
I think you're hearing things.
I don't know what you're talking
Maybe.
about there, Johnny. I would never say
Yeah,
such
we
a
would
thing.
never behave
I would
in a way
never,
like that.
never say such a thing.
I would never say the gamer word. I don't know what you're talking about, you racist. Ooh.
I don't
You're
even
the
like video
racist for
games.
thinking it.
Right? It's that racist mindset you got, Johnny.
Don't call me a racist now. That's a term of endearment to people like me. Like, thank you very much. Yes, I am. It's like, you're an anti-Semite. Well, thank you very much. You're a misogynist. Yes, I know. I'm aware. Thank you. These are compliments.
Oh, so what was that video you were talking about? I can play that real quick if we want.
The Trudeau video, we linked it.
In the chat.
Yeah, it's in Friend Report in the GC.
Let me see.
I went to go put the link in there, and I saw that Johnny had already done it.
Oh, I'm about to go in and get me some Wendy's here pretty soon.
Okay,
I'm at a
that's fine.
pilot.
Let me get this set up.
You know, I think fast food tasted better before they like modernized or post-modernized all of the buildings.
Well, see,
You know?
here's the weird thing. So like you go to a Burger King, they use the same patties for all their burgers. You go to Wendy's, they use the same patties for all their burgers, right? Everywhere you go.
Mhm.
If you go to McDonald's, you'll notice like if you get their normal cheeseburger, their McDouble, whatever it is, they use the Big Mac even, they use those really thin, flavorless patties that taste like shit and they look like they're like gray. But if you get the quarter pounder, it's true.
it's a
They
big-
actually do cook it fresh for you, but they actually season. They come pre-seasoned and everything, and they're thicker and they're actually juicy.
Well, I
when you
used
eat
to
'em.
work at McDonald's when I was like 18. It was my first